Have you ever wondered why some first kisses stay in a man's mind forever, while others are forgotten within minutes? Especially older men. Men who have experienced relationships, heartbreak, passion, and years of emotional ups and downs. You might think older men are harder to impress, but the truth is, the right first kiss can make him completely obsessed with you. And today, we're talking about the 3 first kiss techniques that older men secretly react to the strongest. Some of these reactions may surprise you, because what mature men want is very different from what younger men chase. Most people think a first kiss is just physical, but for older men, it's emotional psychology. A first kiss tells him whether you're confident, nervous, passionate, playful, or unforgettable. In just a few seconds, he's reading your energy, your confidence, your warmth, and your intentions. And if you stay until the end, I'll reveal the one kissing mistake that instantly ruins attraction for older men, even when they're very interested in you. Technique number 1, the slow eye contact kiss. This technique drives older men crazy because it creates emotional tension before the kiss even happens. You see, younger men often react to excitement and speed, but older men, they react to anticipation. The build-up matters more than the kiss itself. Imagine this. You're sitting close together, maybe after dinner, maybe during a quiet conversation. He's talking, and instead of rushing the moment, you hold eye contact for just a little longer than normal. Not staring awkwardly. Just soft, calm, confident eye contact. You slightly glance at his lips, then back into his eyes. That tiny moment creates massive tension. Why? Because older men notice emotional confidence. A woman who isn't panicking. A woman who's comfortable with intimacy. And when you slowly lean in instead of attacking the kiss, it tells him you're emotionally mature. That reaction inside his mind becomes powerful. He starts thinking, wow, she knows exactly what she's doing. And then comes the kiss itself. Soft, slow, no rushing. Older men often react strongly to this because it feels intimate instead of performative. It doesn't feel fake. It feels real. And real intimacy becomes rare as people get older. A lot of mature men have experienced relationships where affection became robotic, routine, emotionally empty. But a slow, intentional first kiss reminds him what emotional chemistry feels like again. That's why many older men remember this type of kiss for years. Not because it was wild, but because it made him feel desired. And that emotional feeling matters deeply to mature men. Now let's talk about technique number 2, the playful pullback kiss. This technique works because it mixes affection with mystery. And older men absolutely love women who create emotional excitement without trying too hard. Here's how it works. You begin the kiss naturally, soft and warm. But after a few seconds, you slightly pull away, not rejecting him, not acting cold. You pull back while smiling softly, maybe maintaining eye contact. That tiny pause creates curiosity. And curiosity is one of the strongest attraction triggers in mature men. Why? Because older men are used to predictable interactions. They know routines. They've seen rehearsed flirting. But playful unpredictability instantly wakes up emotional excitement. When you briefly pull away, his brain wants more. It creates what psychologists call emotional tension. And tension builds attraction. This technique also sends another powerful signal. You're comfortable enough to enjoy the moment instead of desperately chasing validation. That confidence becomes incredibly attractive. Many older men say the most unforgettable women weren't always the most physically perfect. They were the women who made moments feel exciting, playful, alive. And this technique does exactly that. But there's another important reason this works. It removes pressure. A lot of mature men secretly worry about reading signals wrong. They don't want to appear too aggressive. They don't want to make women uncomfortable. So when you playfully engage and then smile during the pullback, it reassures him. It tells him, this is fun, relax, enjoy the moment. And once he feels emotionally safe, he becomes much more affectionate and confident. That's something many women misunderstand. Older men aren't always looking for intensity. Sometimes they're looking for comfort mixed with chemistry. And this technique creates both. Now, before we reveal technique number 3, take a second to like the video and subscribe. Because these relationship psychology secrets can completely change the way people react to you. And technique number 3 may be the most powerful one of all. The forehead touch kiss. This technique hits older men emotionally, harder than most women realize. Why? Because mature men crave emotional closeness even more than physical attraction. As men age, physical beauty alone stops being enough. They become drawn toward warmth, connection, gentleness, feeling emotionally understood. And the forehead touch kiss creates exactly that. Here's how it works. After the kiss, instead of immediately pulling away or looking distracted, you gently rest your forehead against his for a brief moment. That's it. Simple, but emotionally powerful. This tiny action creates emotional intimacy without saying a single word. And older men react strongly to it because it feels deeply genuine. It feels affectionate instead of performative. In that moment, the kiss becomes more than physical attraction. It becomes emotional connection. And mature men remember emotional moments far longer than flashy ones. Think about it. Anyone can kiss. But very few people create emotional comfort. That forehead touch creates stillness, warmth, safety. And many older men have spent years hiding emotional vulnerability. So when a woman creates a peaceful emotional moment, it affects him deeply. He feels calm, around her, connected to her. And emotional safety is one of the strongest forms of attraction for mature men. This is why some women completely confuse older men. They think being louder, more dramatic, or more seductive is the answer. But mature men often fall hardest for emotional presence. A woman who makes him feel peaceful, desired, seen. That's unforgettable. Now let's talk about the biggest first kiss mistake women make with older men. Trying too hard. This kills authenticity instantly. Older men can often sense nervous performance energy. When someone is overly dramatic, forcing passion, copying movie scenes, or trying to appear overly seductive, it can feel emotionally disconnected. An emotional disconnect ruins chemistry. The best first kisses don't feel scripted. They feel natural, comfortable, present. So instead of worrying about being perfect, focus on connection. Focus on the moment. Focus on emotional energy. Because that's what older men react to the most. And here's something important most people never talk about. Older men often value affection differently because of life experience. They've experienced heartbreak, stress, loneliness, failed relationships. So when they experience genuine affection again, it hits differently. A meaningful first kiss can remind him what emotional excitement feels like after years of emotional routine. That's why small details matter so much. Eye contact, gentleness, warmth, playfulness. These things become more powerful with age. And honestly, Many mature men are starving for genuine emotional connection, not games, not chaos, not manipulation, just real chemistry. And when they feel it, they remember it. So let's quickly recap the 3 first kiss techniques older men secretly react to the strongest. Number 1, the slow eye contact kiss. Build anticipation before the kiss happens. Number 2, the playful pullback kiss. Create emotional excitement and curiosity. And number 3, the forehead. Touch kiss. Turn physical chemistry into emotional intimacy. These techniques work because they focus on emotional connection instead of performance. And that's exactly what many older men secretly crave. So the next time you experience a first kiss with a mature man, remember this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to act like someone else. You just need confidence, warmth, and presence. Because the kisses people remember forever are rarely the wildest ones. They're the ones that made someone feel something real. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more relationship psychology and attraction secrets that most people never talk about. And comment below, which of these 3 kiss techniques do you think creates the strongest emotional reaction? See you in the next video.